Hello everyone, today I want to talk about your knees. Your knees tell the story of your life every step, every climb, every journey. But after 60, most people start ignoring what their knees are trying to say. They think pain, stiffness, or weakness are just signs of aging. But often, they're not. They're messages. Messages that something inside your joints is changing, sometimes slowly, sometimes urgently. And if you learn to listen, you can save yourself from years of pain, and maybe even surgery. Today, I'll show you the 5 most important warning signs your knees send before it's too late. These are the signs your body whispers long before it screams for help. The first warning sign: pain when climbing stairs or getting up from a chair. If your knees hurt every time you climb stairs or stand from a chair, that's not just stiffness. It's one of the earliest signs that your cartilage, the soft cushion inside your knees, is wearing down. Cartilage is like the shock absorber in your car. It lets your bones glide smoothly when you move. But once it starts thinning, every step becomes friction. That friction causes inflammation, and inflammation leads to pain. One of my patients, a retired teacher, told me she had pain only when going up the stairs. She thought it was just tired muscles. But when we took an X-ray, she already had early-stage arthritis. She waited 2 years before coming back, and by then, the cartilage was nearly gone. That's how quietly knee degeneration happens. It doesn't start with a scream. It starts with a whisper, one small ache at a time. If you feel this kind of pain, don't ignore it. Try gentle exercises that strengthen your thigh muscles, like seated leg raises or short walks. And if your pain gets worse with stairs or standing, ask your doctor about a joint check. Because once the cartilage disappears, it never grows back. The second warning sign: popping, cracking, or grinding sounds when you move. Do your knees make noises, a pop, a click, or a grinding sound every time you bend or stand? That sound is your body talking. Doctors call it crepitus, and it happens when the smooth joint surfaces start rubbing against each other. It can mean that your joint lubrication is drying up or that your cartilage is uneven. A healthy knee moves silently. A damaged knee speaks up. A man in his 70s once came to my office saying, "My knees sound like sandpaper when I walk." He thought it was funny until he started feeling pain just from standing. When we scanned him, his joint fluid was nearly gone. His knees were dry, inflamed, and grinding bone against bone. That's why this sound matters. If you hear popping without pain, it may be harmless. But if it's frequent, or comes with swelling, stiffness, or discomfort, your knees are asking for help. What can you do? Stay hydrated, eat foods that support joint lubrication like salmon, walnuts, and olive oil. Avoid deep squats or kneeling for long periods. And remember, motion is medicine. Gentle movement keeps the joint fluid alive. The third warning sign: morning stiffness or knees that feel locked. If your knees feel tight when you wake up, like they need time to wake up too, that's a classic sign of inflammation inside the joint. When you sleep, your body slows down. But inflammation doesn't. It builds up fluid around your knee, making it stiff in the morning. A healthy knee moves freely as soon as you get out of bed. An inflamed knee needs time, warmth, and patience before it moves again. One of my patients said, "Every morning, I feel like my knees belong to someone else." That's what early arthritis feels like. The stiffness might fade after 10 minutes, but as time goes on, it lasts longer: 30 minutes, an hour, even all day. Don't ignore this. Try stretching before bed, keeping your legs slightly elevated, and walking a few steps after waking up. Even 5 minutes of light movement can make a difference. And here's something important. If your stiffness lasts more than 30 minutes every morning, it's time to check your inflammation markers like CRP and ESR. These blood tests reveal silent inflammation that damages joints before pain even starts. The fourth warning sign: swelling, warmth, or redness around the knee. If your knee looks swollen, feels warm, or appears red, your body is warning you. That's not water weight. It's inflammation or fluid buildup, called effusion. Your body creates that fluid to protect the joint from more damage. But if the swelling doesn't go away, it means the problem is deeper. Sometimes it's gout, sometimes bursitis, or even an infection. But the result is the same: your knee is overloaded and crying for relief. I once treated a man who came in with swollen knees every night after work. He kept wrapping them in hot towels because it felt tight. But that heat made it worse. When we finally scanned his knee, he had a torn meniscus and internal bleeding. Here's what to remember. If your knee is swollen or warm for more than 2 days, never ignore it. Use ice, not heat, and elevate your leg. If it doesn't go down, see a doctor. Sometimes, that swelling is the only sign of a serious problem developing inside. And please, don't fall into the "it's just age" trap. Your knee isn't swelling because you're old, it's swelling because something inside needs attention. The fifth warning sign: weakness or instability while walking. If your knees suddenly feel weak, shaky, or unstable, it's not just being tired. It's a sign that your supporting muscles are losing strength. The knee doesn't work alone. It relies on your thigh, hip, and calf muscles for stability. When those muscles weaken, the pressure shifts entirely to the joint, and the joint begins to crumble. A woman in her 60s once told me, "I don't trust my knees anymore. Sometimes they just give out." That moment when your knees suddenly collapse is your body shouting for help. It could mean muscle loss, nerve issues, or even advanced cartilage damage. But here's the hopeful part: this one is reversible. You can rebuild your strength. Start small: seated marches, wall sits, leg raises. Do them every day, even for 5 minutes. Muscles, remember, they grow back with consistency. And check your shoes: old or uneven soles can throw your knees out of alignment, causing up to 25% more pressure on your joints. Small fixes can make a big difference. Remember, it's not weakness, it's feedback. Your knees aren't betraying you. They're trying to warn you before something worse happens. Final message: your knees are not just joints. They are the foundation of your freedom. They carry your body, your weight, and your dreams. When they start whispering, don't silence them with painkillers or excuses. Listen, pain is not your enemy. It's a teacher. Stiffness is not just aging. It's information. Swelling is not bad luck. It's your body asking for care. Every click, every ache, every tremble, it all means something. And the sooner you pay attention, the longer your knees and your life will keep moving forward. So take care of them. Walk gently, eat wisely, and move daily. Because your knees are not replaceable, they are reminders that you're still living, moving, and becoming stronger. Thank you for watching. Remember, your body always speaks. Listen before it's too late.